What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. We do have a couple of setups happening tonight and then really tomorrow morning, like really early for League of Legends, which is nice, right? We have Valorant hit for us early this morning, and then now we just got to wait for League of Legends to hopefully go over and over together. If you guys don't know, League of Legends is a big part of this channel and a big part of correlated betting. So, for example, I actually took the overs in yesterday's game, this IG versus TS game that I talked about, and this team won 1 out of the 3 games, and the two games they lost, they played absolutely horribly. They got like 1 kill, 2 kills in each of those games, and I talked about it being an aggressive series. The third game that they won was an aggressive game. The other 2 games that they lost was not aggressive at all, and these guys just, I don't know, they got nothing done really. But you will see, at the end of the day, very correlated together. You'll see both of these guys hit right about like 50 or 60% of their line because they did play such a bad game and they only won 1 game. They didn't play very aggressively in the 2 games they lost. And Miko right here down here was actually part of yesterday's YouTube play. It ended up missing. I will say, just, I don't know, I maybe I shouldn't say this, but the fact that he got 22 assists and how poorly they played is honestly like a testament to this was a good play. Way, by the way, or we, however you say his name, his line bumped all the way up to 21.5 by game time, okay? And then these rookie and gala guys, these guys actually bumped to 23 because I checked it last night. Needless to say, they still didn't hit, so it doesn't matter. But it was big bumps happen, right? And all we can all we can think about playing, all we can hope to play is plays that have value and plays that we are going to play before Prizepicks bumps them, right? Like, think about if you took someone at 19 points, like LeBron James at 19 points or something, and then by game time he bumps up to 22 or 21, something like that, right? We're gonna be happy about that, even if LeBron has a bad game and only gets 12 points. So this is a great example of that. It ends up not hitting, but you'll see very correlated together. So hopefully this JDG team can go over. We have Sam Darnold, Cooper Kupp unders tonight. We have this game here. I have a lot of individual entries that I actually like. So if you're looking for an entry, which I have a Prizepicks entry today that I'm going to play with Lamar, as you'll see. But if you really want a play that's going to happen tonight or tomorrow morning, this is another good play that I like. Oscar in and Razor and Poby to go over 23. I think this is an excellent Counter-Strike play. You guys can see we set it up with that Blake Snell discount. And then a couple of misses, as I already talked about, Miko, and then this was a miss here. And then, Counter-Strike, Valorant setting us up here. I will say, guys, the past, over the summer, so since May 1st, so it's been, I don't even know, I guess like 4 months now. We're up 91 units, 91.5 units. Now, last time you saw this graph, I believe it was updated maybe 2 or 3 days ago, and we're at 101. Maybe the past month and a half has just been super up and down. It's been like we'll have a good weekend, and then we'll kind of go down a little bit, and then we'll kind of go up a little bit, then we'll kind of go down a little bit, go up a little bit, go down a little bit. And we need to find, or I need to find consistency hitting these 9Xs, 10Xs, and, hopefully we can have a really big weekend, because these big weekends, I've been saying it for the past month, so at this point it sounds like a broken record, but I'm telling you guys, it happens very quickly, where we go up 30, 35, 40 units in a weekend, and it's like, you don't even know when it hits you before it does, really. You'll just check Saturday night, and you're like, oh my gosh, we hit 3 4-mans, and you'll check Sunday and we hit another 3 or 4 4-mans, and at the end of the weekend you look back and we hit 7 or 8 4-mans, and we go up 35, 40 units, and we're up in this range up here now because of the amount of 4-mans that we hit. So at the end of the day, I know those weekends are going to come. Those weekends happen a good 5 or 6 times last year too, and last year we did the same exact strategy that we're doing right now. College football, NFL correlation, which put us up quite a lot of units last year. I will say, guys, before I get into the plays, I actually have 3 plays for you guys today. First and foremost, I want to talk about Onyx odds, of course. Onyx odds, what's important about Onyx odds is you'll get a free $100 in free picks, okay? So you'll get 4 free $25 entries on Onyx odds, and you'll get 1 free month of the VIP. All you have to do is sign up for Onyx odds with my code. I actually have 2 plays on Onyx odds today, so 2 money lines for NFL Sunday. So what I would do is I would sign up for Onyx. You can go to that pinned comment, and I'll actually have both of the entries that you can just click on, and it'll take you to those entries. But if you don't have Onyx yet, it'll take you to sign up with my code. I get this question a lot. Is there an app or anything? No, it's just a website. So you can sign up with your computer, you can sign up with your phone, and it'll just take you to like Safari or Google or whatever you have, and you'll be able to sign up for Onyx odds. Again, if your state is in one of these purple states here, so I know a lot of guys in California, Texas. I am in Texas currently. I'm able to use Onyx easily. Florida, some of these major states, Pennsylvania, another major state that a lot of people live in, I know. Arizona, another one of those. So you can actually use Onyx odds completely. All you have to do is pretty much spend $10 on the app. So it's not an app, it's a website, but you put $10 in, spend $10, and then you'll get $100 in free picks, which is absolutely insane that they're offering this. And if you send me a screenshot that you spent $10 on the app and used my code, then I will get you 1 free month of the VIP, and you can send that proof to my number right here, okay? So super simple to do so. So the 2 plays that I'm actually taking is going to be the LA Chargers money line and the Washington Commanders money line. So it's pretty much Chargers to win, Commanders to win. Chargers very quickly. I mean, they're playing the Giants. Giants have not looked very good. Plus, they're 0-3. Plus, they're starting Jackson Dart for the first time. So rookie quarterback. There's always kind of that thing where it's like maybe Jackson Dart's going to be really good and he's going to be this rookie that's just like unbelievable. Guys, I'll be the first to tell you I love Jackson Dart. I bet on him so much last year's overs in Ole Miss. Honestly, one of my favorite players in the NFL. Guys, he's still a rookie. Okay, he's a rookie playing the Chargers, maybe a top 5 to 7 team in the NFL. It is very unlikely that the Giants win this game. I mean, unless something crazy happens, it is very unlikely that a rookie quarterback coming in for an 0-3 team ends up winning this game. I mean, if you think maybe like JJ McCarthy is a good example of a quarterback having his first start on a Vikings team that's very talented with everything around him, but I'm talking about Giants falling apart, head coach kind of falling apart. The whole team's not very good. You have a rookie running back in Cam Scatabo that honestly kind of looks like they're saving grace. I mean, obviously they have Malik Neighbors and such too, but again, they are fighting a extreme uphill battle. I really think this should be more like minus 400 or something. And then over here, Commanders money line. There's actually a good chance, I think in my head, that Jaden Daniels does end up playing this game. I think he plays this game with an ankle injury. Probably like a 50-50 shot, okay? So we saw the Commanders with Mariota last week versus the Raiders. They actually put up 41 points, okay? So you got to give credit to Mariota. He looked definitely startable. He looked solid. And again, if they can put up 24 to 30 points in this game, I think they have a really solid chance of playing the Falcons and beating the Falcons. Falcons put up 0 points versus the Panthers last week, okay? So they lost 30-0 versus the Panthers, and they looked absolutely horrible. With all this being said, really the main reason why I'm taking this money line is I do think there's about a 30 to 50% chance that Jaden Daniels does end up playing this game. And if Jaden Daniels is announced that he does play this game, I think this instantly bumps to like 225 or something like that, okay, minus 225. So really good value here. I would just rather take the bet that Jaden Daniels could play. And again, at the end of the day, if Mariota does have to come in this game and play, I think he's fine. I think Mariota is definitely startable, and I think Mariota can definitely win games with this team. At the end of the day, Commanders are just, just a better team, more talented, more stuff going for them, more of a winning culture than the Falcons are. And again, we're kind of betting on this for Jaden Daniels to potentially start. So if you guys don't know, there's a lot of ways to get into my VIP. Onyx odds is probably the best way just because you'll get a free $100, which is amazing. Who doesn't want a free $100? But you can also sign up for Bovada. All you have to do is put $25 on either of the team's money line tonight. So you could put it on, it's really even odds. It's kind of a coin flip who's going to win tonight. So Seahawks or Cardinals. So whoever you think's going to win, just put $25 on whatever team you think's going to win. And if your entry misses, then I will actually Venmo you or Cash App you back the $25 that you put into Bovada, okay? So pretty much, let's just say you put Cardinals money line, $25 on the Cardinals to win on Bovada, and you sign up for this for the first time. If Cardinals win, great, you'll get about $25 from Bovada because they'll pay you back that bet that you won. If Cardinals end up losing, then I will actually myself pay you back and Cash App or Venmo you back. So I'm pretty much sponsoring a free entry for you guys, plus you'll get 2 free months of the VIP doing so. And again, if you have any questions, all these states right here, Bovada is legal in, and you guys can just text me Bovada. I'll get you guys those instructions really simply, all right? second or third play of the day, I guess, is going to be utilizing this Kyler Murray discount. So good discount. Is it my favorite discount ever? No, it's not my favorite discount ever. What you guys could actually do is take Kyler over on this line and then take his under on his normal line if you really want, and that's called middling. We did that with CJ Stroud a couple of weeks ago, and CJ Stroud fell right in between that. So I think Kyler's normal line is like, I don't know, I think it's like 215 or something. So if you wanted, you could take his under 215 and then you could take his over here. And again, there's a good likelihood that he goes right in between those numbers. And again, CJ Stroud did that, I believe, versus the Buccaneers a couple of weeks ago. But I'm personally not doing that this week. I am taking Kyler Murray, and then I'm taking Lamar Jackson over 1.5 passing touchdowns, guys. I think this is a really solid line. So if you look at Underdog Fantasy, they actually have his line pretty much a lesser payout that you would get. So that's kind of a key right there, is you need to look at other apps, how they're pricing this line, and they're pretty much saying that Lamar Jackson is more likely to go over this and under this. Now, if you just look at the plain stats in his last 15 games, I mean, can you find someone more consistent than Lamar? I mean, look at this, guys. He has gotten over 1.5 passing touchdowns in 14 of his last 15 games. Absolutely incredible. I think we all know how amazing Lamar is this year. And this should be a close game. He's playing the Chiefs, which I like. Honestly, if he was playing a team like the Saints or the Panthers, I would be a little bit more scared to take this. But because the Chiefs, I mean, it should be an electric game. It should be like 30-35 or something crazy. And again, Lamar is relying on his arm a lot this year. We saw Derrick Henry with some recent struggles so far this year. He's fumbled a couple of times. And, I don't know. I still think Derrick Henry is going to be Derrick Henry, but looks like Ravens are passing really well. Mark Andrews kind of came into his own last week. Zay Flowers is still kind of the main guy there. And again, I mean, look, guys, the past 15 games, he's so consistent. And again, the only thing that you could really say is if Derrick Henry vultures touchdowns, so if he gets 2 or 3 touchdowns, then it'd be hard for Lamar to get 2 touchdowns himself, 2 passing touchdowns himself. Or you could just say that the Chiefs passing defense is super amazing. I will say Chiefs passing defense is the 11th right now. They're the 11th best passing defense based off of stats. They're tied with the Buccaneers at 11. We saw them versus the Chargers that first week, and honestly, Justin Herbert looked really good against the Chiefs. So, take that with what you want. I mean, Justin Herbert, Lamar, I think kind of their passing is very similar, and I think Lamar should do completely fine. Now, I have a superstition right now that Lamar Jackson's passing over touchdowns is going to be turned into a green goblin. I normally see this as a green goblin quite a lot on Prizepicks. So if this is turned into a green goblin, I would actually stray away from not taking it anymore. I normally always recommend not to take green goblins because you don't get as good of a payout. But another pick that you guys can actually take is Aaron Rodgers over 13 fantasy score. Again, very similar reasons than what I just said. He actually has gone just slightly under this. He's gotten 12.8 in the past 2 games, but that's because 2 games ago he threw 2 interceptions, and then last game he threw an interceptions. And if you know anything about Aaron Rodgers, he's very known for not throwing interceptions. So, if he just cuts out those interceptions, he should be able to get 13 fantasy score easily. So this is another play that I really like. If you want to fit this in anywhere you want, if you want to take Kyler over and then Lamar over passing touchdowns here, and then you want to take Kyler under his normal line, and you want to take Aaron Rodgers over this is a good example of betting with strategy and betting smartly, right? So, a couple of plays for you guys today. Again, I mentioned earlier in the video too, if you do want to take this League of Legends play, this is another play that I would highly recommend. Be very happy to take this over 23 at any day in the week, all right? So, I know it's been rough on these YouTube plays. It has been... it's been a struggle the past week and a half. I don't know, 2 weeks. I don't know why we can't hit a YouTube play to save our life. So, again, that's up to me. I need to find better plays. I need to have good plays. But hopefully, you guys see. We have a discount on Kyler. We have a Lamar Jackson over pass touchdowns. That at the end of the day, I think we get to Sunday or Saturday night, and this is probably turned into a green goblin. So, I think we are getting a green goblin level value for a real line right here, if that kind of makes sense. So, if you do want to get into the VIP. Just know that I bet a lot with correlation. So that's taking, receivers and quarterbacks together. That's taking League of Legends players together. That's taking Valorant players, Counter-Strike players together. Again, I highly recommend it. You'll get in completely free with Onyx odds, or free because you'll actually get $90 technically, because you'll just spend 10 and you'll get $100 in free picks on Onyx. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I appreciate you guys. Let's have a good Thursday night football and a good weekend going into this big college football and NFL weekend. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.